From my name is MD90. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell notification to all so that you do not miss the uploads that come up. And the easiest way for you to navigate the channel is to head to the playlist. You'll find videos curated for you based on your interest. So if you're interested in the Kuchika podcast, you'll find a playlist for that. For news and trends, there's a playlist for that. Exclusive with MD90, a bunch of playlists that are created based on your interest. So the easiest way to navigate the channel is head straight to the playlist and you'll find what you're here for. Consider becoming a member of the channel. Right next to the subscribe button is the join button. You click on the join button so that you can become a member of the channel. You support the team on the production and a number of things that we're doing here, and we appreciate that. This is the highest definition of you snooze, you lose. Ever since this meeting between Edgar Chagwa, Lungu and Sampa happened, the news has been moving at jet speed in Zambia. I don't even know where to start from this story. Too many moving parts. Okay, then let's go into this. I'm pretty sure if you've been following this series of news the past 48 hours or slightly more, you know what happened. But anyway, pretty much like things started falling apart or moving at cruise control or jet speed once Sampa went to meet Edgar Lungu. And here's what's happened up to this point. I'm pretty sure by the time we'll be waking up, a new story would have played out. So if you remember, when Sampa held that general conference at Mulungushi, which Edgar Lungu's camp was protesting, he had the backing of this individual that you see in suit here. He was like the key endorsement that he got from Parliament, the member of Parliament from the PF that endorsed Sampa's presidency, and then pretty much like they tagged him. That's where these photos come from. But they seem to have fallen apart. So once this individual was expelled, he did not take the news well. He did not take it lightly at all. So this is what happened. This was reported by Patriotic Front official page. That is run by Edgar Lungu's team. Now they're pretty much reporting even the Sampa story. So Patriotic Front wrote, "Court will reverse Mao's foolishness." That's the headline. Renegade PF Mafinga Member of Parliament Robert Chavinga says the judiciary is on his side and to reverse the decision by Sampa made to remove him as leader of opposition. It is one thing to celebrate when you score, yet it is also another thing to wait for the referee to check the legitimacy of the goal, he says. Chavinga says he is not bothered by Mao's hallucination, stating that he has already contacted Louis Mwisho to help him draft a legal document that will take to them to court, where he knows that the judges will do that. Chavinga says they're on his side, pretty much saying that he knows that once he takes Sampa to court, the judiciary is going to be on his side. This was early in the morning when he made that statement. But that wasn't enough. Later on in the day, he went live and he had a lot to say. And then, just pretty much like an hour ago, this is the news to say Sampa and Chavinga group expel each other from PF. So there is the expulsion from man. Anyway, let's proceed. What else is here? So the PF went further to say, first, a PF leader, Edgar Chagwa Lungu, elected in 2021. Second, PF leader self-appointed Sampa, and then three, PF leader Robert Chavinga appointed by expelled Morgan Ngona. So the PF dynamics are wild. You can't even keep up. But before we even go any further, in Parliament, 9 PF MPs have been expelled by Parliament, meaning Zambia is about to have by-elections, 9 by-elections right now, according to what happened in Parliament. Let me play you the video so that you listen to what happened and be the judge.
This was sent by the president of the Patriotic Front and not the Secretary General, Mr. Morgan Ngonga. The National Assembly cannot act on the communication from Mr. B Mr. MP Sampa, MP, the party's president. It follows, therefore, that all members of the PF expelled remain expelled. In view of the fact that the members of parliament that were expelled had their petition dismissed by the Constitutional Court, the members were out of order to continue sitting in the House and take part in parliamentary business. Further, since there is currently no challenge of the expansion properly before the court, and the expansion having been effected in December 2023, I consider that a vacancy has occurred in the following: Babashe, Kawambwa, Lupososhi, Kafisa, Chitambo, Mpolokonso, Shwangandu, Chiluwi, and Lute constituency. I evoke powers vested in me in Article 72(8) of the Constitution to write to the Electoral Commission, informing it of the vacancies in the said constituencies effectively 27th June 2024. In view of the above order, I would advise Mr. R.K. Chitotela MP, Mr. N. Chilangwa MP, Mr. M. Mpakata MP, Mr. C. Kangombe MP, Mr. R. Mtale MP, Mr. B. M. Mduwile MP, Mr. S. Kangombe MP, Mr. S. Kampiongo MP, and Mr. M. Fuwe MP, and Mr. Kafwaya. Leave the House. I thank you.
And disbelief, the horrendous and inconsiderate ruling by the second Speaker of the National Assembly, Mr. Moses Moyo, in which he has declared 9 PF seats vacant. By implication, the nation will be facing by-elections in the 9 affected constituencies at the time when the country is facing a national disaster of hunger affecting 6 million Zambians, long hours of countrywide load shedding, and the spiraling high costs of living affecting every Zambian. As citizens first, we consider this ruling to be ill-timed, politically motivated, and highly inconsiderate. We urge the affected members of parliament to challenge this matter before the courts of law. I thank you.
Anyway, so that was an opinion coming from Harry Kalava over the same. So as things stand, those 9 MPs have been kicked out of parliament, and the Electoral Commission of Zambia has been informed to say that they are supposed to hold by-elections in those 9 constituencies. So you heard Harry Kalava there saying they're supposed to challenge that ruling in court, which they did. That was thrown out at some point. But the Sampa withheld the power to say they can stay in parliament. But once he fell out with that other guy, Chavinga, the one that I told you about, the picture that I showed you, let me see if I still have it here. Yeah, once he fell out with this individual, it should have been the one that insisted to say those expulsions are supposed to be seen through. And that's what you saw the Speaker of the National Assembly there implementing today. Anyway, we proceed. So earlier on also, Sampa had a back and forth, like they were texting. Sampa is still not yet back from South Africa, but based on what's happened right now, I'm pretty sure he's flown in tonight. He's found his way back home, because there was a live stream from that team where they expelled Sampa also. Not only did they expel the 9 MPs, meaning because Sampa is also a member of parliament for Matero. So meaning even the material seat is vacant according to this third group of PF faction. And then Sampa responded, say, "Dear PF general membership, this was last night. In the early hours of this morning, I received a barrage of WhatsApp text from Honorable Robert Chavinga that exhibit conduct bordering on indiscipline and insubordination. My office has since written to him as per attached copies instructing that he shows cause within 48 hours, why further disciplinary action should not be taken against him. FYI, Mao's Walia Sampa, and then he signs it off with today's date. But he can no longer be running the party from South Africa. He has to come back to the country, otherwise, he just has to. Because this Chavinga guy and the other individuals had a live stream where they were said a number of things. So this is Mao Sampa shared the text messages that he was having between him and Chavinga last night, or some of them were as far as 24 hours. There are timestamps on those text messages where he's saying, no, I endorsed you. He was pretty much upset with a Edgar Lungu meeting, if you say. So one of the text messages saying, my dear, you know how much I risked my life, he asks the question, and sacrificed office. You are just not grateful, my guy. Anyway, by the way, by now you might know that I do not depend on Parliament, and we will never, as ECO, as the same ECO, pretty much he says. And then he was upset, pretty much. He was like, if you want to expel me, that's when you're going to know me. There was an exchange of words, or pretty much one-sided text messages there. Emmanuel Mwamba weighs also says they claim we have a national disaster, but it's to get 9 by-elections, cost 7. What cost 7, he asks there. And then it's alleged these 9 by-elections are going to cost the ECZ only 10 million kwacha just to have them running. And then the other costs, obviously, it's likely to go above that. And then Mao Sampa went further. This is a couple of minutes ago. He says, after they failed to get a court injunction, they drank to junta and start making dreamland pronouncements. And then he laughs it out loud. I appointed them months ago, and they thanked me. But now can't stomach their appointment reversal. Their crazy ranting should be ignored, he says. And then someone in this Christopher Mutale in the comment section says, you have scored your own goal. He has to come back to the country. He cannot run a party from South Africa. He will find himself expelled as an MP also. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's flown in. We should expect a live stream from Mao Sampa in the morning. It's wild. He went further to say, so where will the bomber and ECZ get the over 10 million US dollars? Actually, it's not 10 million kwacha. So when I said the by-election are going to cost the nation 10 million kwacha, it's actually 10 million US dollars, according to what Mao Sampa says there. Over 10 million US dollars for these avoidable 9 by-elections they want to create. And the the 9 PF MPs are going nowhere. And even if the bullying continues to the by-elections, the people vote the power will bring all the 9 members of parliament back into parliament. So he says even if they bulldoze their way into infusing that these by-elections happen, the people will still vote for them. He's kind of right there. The individuals expelled are kind of popular, like this. This guy, I'll name them at the end of the broadcast. They are quite popular in where they come from. So there are very few that would lose their seats, even if they were to stand on an independent seat. Anyway, we wait and see how it plays out. And then obviously another member of parliament asked the question in parliament to say, what happens to those appointments? This is what he asked. Anyway, stand by.
Very much. Madam Speaker, I rarely raise these point of orders. I want to find out, Madam Speaker, if the House is in order, because the PF has communicated, Madam Speaker, to you that they have changed the leader of opposition, and the House has remained silent without announcing the new leader of opposition and the whip. Madam Speaker, what is happening? In the case of Mundubire and Moses Sakala, the House announced immediately when there were these changes. We want to find out, Madam Speaker, why has the House kept quiet Even after informing the House that there are those changes, we want to find out why we don't have a leader of opposition, because as it is now, Madam Speaker, we don't have a leader of opposition. If this House can't announce, I seek your serious guidance on this matter. Thank you very much.
We are coming from a background that the country has not healed from, where you have a member of parliament abducted. The country is not told of the outcome of that abduction ordeal, and you are taken 9 years backwards to some allegations or some crimes that could have happened in 2014. Today in Parliament, we are hoping that Parliament will make announcements as to who the leader of opposition is, only to be told that 9 seats have been declared vacant. It's becoming a new normal. I sat with my friend, brother and colleague, been on Bundu for quite some time, said the country was looking towards the decisions being made as a result of the Concord ruling that was delivered last week, only to be told that certain seats are being declared vacant. We are all children of Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, and Isaac. Yes, there are some people that think this is normal, forgetting that there is tomorrow. You can not claim to be a dominant organization by abrogating the law. Can we have a sense of shame? Just last week, the Constitutional Court delivered a ruling. Less than 7 days, the opposite happens. Where does that leave those that are coming after us? It's a sad day for all of us. Should it happen that they don't challenge those decisions in the courts of law, expect that the current ruling party will have 9 more seats, and then they'll celebrate. But of what value? It's like if someone came with a pistol in my head telling me to resign as member of parliament. I resign, and then you celebrate that you've won. That victory is temporal, and you cannot celebrate. It's quite sad. We should pray for a day, hope for a day, when political ideologies will not divide any one of us as a people. I must say this with a very heavy heart. The person that raised that point of order, Honorable Cornelius Mwetua, happens to be one of the best friends to Honorable Kampyongo. But today he's had a seat for his closest friend declared vacant. It's also a lesson to us young people to be mindful of who we befriend. It is a tough lesson to know your friends. It is so sad that your own friend that you've shared so much with could be the reason that your seat could be declared vacant. It is so sad that before tea break, the majority of the members of the opposition hinted to Parliament that we need an announcement to be made because the Constitutional Court ruled that Parliament can only be notified. Parliament did not do that. Instead, a ruling that came after tea break.
Anyway, so that was Munia Zulu also weighing in on the issue, as you expect. Anyway, the person that you see on screen right now is one of the expelled, 9 expelled members of Parliament. What is Binwo Mpundu, the person that Munia Zulu was mentioning there? This is the Nkana MP. He had this to say. He says, UPND, even if it was to punish us, this is way too much. Please find it in your heart to have mercy on us. Pretty much it's like a prayer against the UPND there. That's coming from Binwo Mpundu, the Nkana member of Parliament, in response to what just transpired in Parliament today. Brian Mundvile, that's another expelled member of Parliament. Let me just list them and then I'll show you. This is Kangombe from Kit also. He's also been expelled. That's another individual that's been expelled. Kampiongo expelled. So here is the full list. The 9 PF members of Parliament who have lost their seats are Tambeshe, member of Parliament, Ronald Chitotela. 2, Kawambwa, member of Parliament, Nixon Chilangwa. 3, Lupososhi, member of Parliament, Musonda Mpakata. 4, Kamfisa, member of Parliament, Christopher Kangombe. 5, Chitambo, member of Parliament, Remember Mutale. 6, Mporokoso, member of Parliament, Brian Munduvile. 7, Shuangwandu, member of Parliament, Stephen Kampiongo. 8, Shirui, member of Parliament, Bulenga Fube. And 9, Lunte, member of Parliament, that is Mutotwe Kafuaya. So those are the 9 members of Parliament that are no longer holding parliamentary seats, according to that ruling from that Speaker of the National Assembly. So that's what happened in Parliament. We wait and see how it plays out. Now the question is, because Sampa, the person that instigated it, says he wasn't willing. You heard where he was mentioning the cost of $10 million US of to hold these 9 by-elections, and it seems not to be for the idea. So the question that's coming is, who has expelled them, with what authority? Politics. Anyway, we wait and see. If anything plays out, I'll keep you posted. But definitely, Sampa has to fly back in the country from South Africa and come and update the nation. He can't run his faction of the PF from South Africa. It's hot out here. So as things stand, PF has 3 presidents: Edgar Lungu from the first camp, Sampa, the faction, and then from Sampa's faction, another breakaway has come off, which makes 3 presidents and 3 secretary generals as things stand. It's wild there. Anyway, have a good night, ladies and gentlemen. I'm pretty sure by the time we are waking up, there'll be some breaking news of some sort with regard to this story. You snooze, you lose.